Golgi apparatus. Last week itself we studied about the nucleus and the endoplasmic reticulum, and I told you that the nucleus, the outer layer of the nuclear membrane, the outer layer of the nuclear envelope is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. Now here this is the Golgi apparatus. And the membranes of the Golgi apparatus often have connections with the membranes of the endoplasmic reticulum. So the membranes of the Golgi apparatus are connected to the membranes of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now the Golgi apparatus was first described by Camillo Golgi, and it is the Golgi apparatus is made of many membrane bound vesicles. Vesicles means the flattened sacs. These sac like structures that you can see here, these are membrane bound, and they are placed one above the other parallelly, and they are called as the cisterns. Now so they are made of flattened sacs that are arranged parallel to one another. Then I told you another important point, that it is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. Now what is the function of the endoplasmic reticulum? And as I told you in the last class, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, right? The smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. What are the functions of both of these endoplasmic reticulums? Yes, the rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes proteins, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes lipids. Now the lipids and proteins that are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum, they will be packed and they will be transported to different parts, both inside and outside the cells, with the help of the Golgi apparatus. So what is the function? It will be storing, it will modify, and it will pack the proteins and the lipids that are synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum. Now here you can see many vesicles. Right, you can see small vesicles that are protruding from the membranous sacs. Inside these, the materials will be stored, and then they will break off and they will be transported. They will be transported to various parts of the cell, both inside and outside. Now, another most important function is the formation of lysosomes. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. So what are the functions of the Golgi apparatus? It includes storage, modification, and packing of the materials that are prepared in the endoplasmic reticulum, and it is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Lysosomes. So as I already told you, the Golgi apparatus is involved in the formation of the lysosome. As you know, the Golgi apparatus will pack and transport the materials that are prepared by the endoplasmic reticulum. And the sum of the proteins that are synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum are enzymes. They are digestive enzymes. And these digestive enzymes will be bound in sacs, will be filled in sacs that are called as the lysosomes. So the lysosome is filled with digestive enzymes that are made by the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now they are a kind of waste disposal system, that is, they will be helping in cleaning the cell. They will help in cleaning the cell of waste materials. So if there are any damaged cell organelles, damaged or worn out cell organelles, or any foreign material enters into the cell, the lysosome will capture it and digest it. It will break the complex substances into simpler substances. So it acts as the waste disposal system, or it will be cleaning the cells of by digesting the foreign materials or the cell organelles, the worn out cell organelles. Now, if the cell gets damaged, then the lysosome will burst itself and it will digest the whole cell. So when the cell gets damaged, the lysosome will burst and it will digest the whole cell. Therefore, the lysosomes are also called as the suicide bags. They are also called as the suicide bags. So, as I already told you before, the endoplasmic reticulum is connected to the outer layer of the nuclear envelope, and the membranes of the Golgi apparatus have connections with the endoplasmic reticulum, and the materials that are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum, the lipids and the proteins, they will be packed in vesicles. So this is the Golgi body, and the materials that are prepared in the endoplasmic reticulum, they will be packed in vesicles by the Golgi apparatus. Now these vesicles will be having proteins or lipids, but some of these vesicles will be having enzymes, digestive enzymes that are produced by the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the enzymes are also proteins, and they are made by the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the vesicles will be filled with them. Such vesicles are called as the lysosomes. So inside the lysosome there are the digestive enzymes that are prepared by the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now what is the function of the lysosome? It will help in cleaning up the cell. If some cell organelle is damaged, what will it do? It will digest the cell organelle, and it will also digest any foreign materials that are entering the cell, such as bacteria. But if by chance the cell itself gets damaged, the lysosomes will burst and all the enzymes will be released outside into the cell, as a result of which the whole cell will be digested. This is why the lysosomes are also called as the suicide bag. They are called as a suicide bag. The next cell organelle that we are going to study is the mitochondria. The mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. It is also called as the powerhouse of the cell. And as you can see here, the mitochondria, it has two membranous coverings. There are two membrane coverings for the mitochondria, the outer membrane and an inner membrane. Now the outer membrane is porous, that it means it has many pores. And what is the function of the pore? It will allow the transport of materials into and out of the mitochondria. It will allow the transport of materials into and out of the mitochondria. Now the inner membrane, it is highly folded, as you can see here. It is highly folded. The inner membrane is deeply folded. Now, as you all know, we get energy from the food that we eat, right? We get energy from the food that we eat. And the energy that is needed for various activities we get from food, and it is released by mitochondria. The energy that we need for the various activities, it is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP molecules. The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. And energy is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP molecules. So ATP molecules are known as the energy currency of the cell. They are known as the energy currency of the cell, and mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Now the body will use the energy that is stored in ATP for its various activities. The body will be using the energy that is stored in the ATP for various activities. And I already told you the inner membrane is deeply folded. And this is deeply folded to increase the surface area for ATP production. It is deeply folded to increase the surface area for ATP production. Now the body will use the energy that is stored in the ATP molecules. Now the mitochondria is a strange organelle. Okay, it has its own DNA and ribosome. The mitochondria has its own ribosome and it also has DNA. What is the function of the ribosome? It will help in proteins. So the mitochondria, they are capable of making its own proteins. So the mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell and it releases energy, right, in the form of ATP molecules, and the body will use the ATP molecules for energy. The body will use energy that is stored in the ATP molecules. The mitochondria has ribosomes and DNA, and the ribosomes will help it to make its own proteins.